go. So, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Drew.
All right. So, I've been coming to you over the years and thought it'd be a good opportunity to, learn a little bit more about you, a little bit more about your business.
Perfect. Yeah.
What got me to you was an ad for, I think it was for neuropathy.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I think I had one of my first vaccinations ever, which was a flu vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after that, got neuropathy in my feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? And I didn't even know what neuropathy was. I had this burning, if I just pulled the sheets up over my toes.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. Yeah.
Like somebody was dragging me on the pavement.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyway, tell everybody what your business is.
Sure.
And where we're located, and probably how many you have, because I know you have more than one of these locations, right?
That's right. Yes. So I'm Dr. Victor Alfieri. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I grew up in this area. I went to Allentown High School, so I am local to this area, and I own two different businesses. One in Monroe, and one here in Hamilton, in Mercer County. So what sparked my passion for this profession in the first place was I've always been an athlete growing up, and playing football in high school I ended up with a bad knee injury, an ACL tear, and I went to physical therapy, and I didn't quite take it seriously enough as probably should have. And then when I went to play again the next year, I tore the same ACL in the same knee, and I realized then how important physical therapy is. And post-operative or even preventative rehabilitation for keeping your muscles strong, keeping yourself in shape. So that's what sparked my passion for the profession in the first place. Next, I went to Monmouth University. I got my doctorate in physical therapy and wanted to open up a small family practice in the same area that I grew up in, so I can help people from my local community. So that's what got me here in the first place. So I own All Cure Spine and Sports Medicine, where we offer not just physical therapy, but we also offer chiropractic services. We offer acupuncture and occupational therapy. So what I find is that when you have 4 different disciplines under one roof in one location, this kind of multidisciplinary approach where it's 4 doctors working together in order to achieve better outcomes. It's the best way to get people better, feeling better the right way, by avoiding surgery, avoiding medication dependence, avoiding any sort of injections and things like that. Here, people are accountable for their own health and their own rehabilitation, and we kind of just guide them along that process. As you probably remember, Drew, when you were here working with your neuropathy, we gave you things that helped you here, and gave you things to do when you weren't here, so that you can really stay on top of it and hold yourself accountable for your own health and wellness. So this multidisciplinary approach definitely yields better outcomes as we all kind of work cohesively to cater a treatment plan to the patient's goals, whatever they might have in mind. You being active, an active guy, surfing, things like that. We take all that into account when we develop a rehabilitation plan for you. So
that's great. So how long have you been here?
So we've been in the Hamilton location 5 years. This is coming up on our 5th year, and we're going to renew for another 5 years, as we've been able to help a lot of people, and from a business and just like a patient care standpoint, it's been really successful here. We've developed quite a buzz around the community, around the 55 and older communities, even from the local high schools. I know even you had your sons here coming in for some sports-related injuries. So we help people from all different ages, all different demographics. So we've been here 5 years with these 4 different services: physical therapy, chiropractic, acupuncture, and occupational therapy.
Okay. Do you have any special kind of equipment here that is unique to your practice, or that any practice should have?
Sure. Yeah. So, we really pride ourselves on our ability to stay on top of like the most emerging medical literature and the things that work best for different diagnoses, right? So Here we have a lot at our disposal from like a modality-based standpoint. We offer spinal decompression, which is a machine you just lie on and it slowly decompresses the spine, either the cervical spine or the lumbar spine and the low back. And if you have any sort of disc herniations, stenosis of the lower spine, facet joint problems, this slow decompression of this lower spine or the cervical spine has shown in the literature to really yield relief for any sort of neck pain.
So can I get back to 5'11" if I want to?
It's not going to make you taller. Maybe for a second it will, but not permanently. But yeah, so that is really helpful, this kind of spinal decompression table and machine that we have. And then specific to what you were talking about with the neuropathy, we have what's called a microvascular machine, which is pads that go on each side of the legs. And what it does is it helps re-stimulate dying off nerves, right? Which ultimately that's what neuropathy is. It's nerves that are kind of not communicating the way that they used to. And it re-stimulates those nerves, gets the blood flow and oxygen back down to the extremities. So the nerves that have the nerve impulses that have to travel the furthest away from the spine, it kind of rejuvenates and reignites that. So this microvascular machine, really good for neuropathy if patients are experiencing, like you were saying, burning, numbness, tingling in the lower legs and feet and in the toe pads. It really can be helpful. We also have a laser therapy treatment, which is just like a 15-minute light treatment, which it helps build healthy cellular metabolism, and it jumpstarts the inflammatory response. So if you've had any sort of inflammatory process or inflammatory diagnosis, such as plantar fasciitis, tendonitis, this light goes on the area where you're having your pain, and it helps rebuild healthy cellular tissue to hasten the healing process and get people feeling better. So that laser treatment is really, really good too. So these sort of, modality-based treatments, the spinal decompression, the microvascular therapy, the laser therapy, are just some examples of more like emerging and different techniques that we use in order to get people feeling better.
That's great. I'm going to be a little selfish here. My son Cole broke his ankle playing football his senior year.
Yeah.
Right, and tore 5 ligaments.
Oof.
So he's walked on to the Rider wrestling team, but he's still experiencing some pain, a year later.
Yeah.
So this light therapy, he, having broken or torn, completely severed 5 ligaments.
That's a tough injury. Yeah, that's a bad one.
Does that
the laser therapy can definitely help with that, right? If there's still some inflammation going on with those ligaments that are trying to heal, that laser therapy will help rebuild cells to kind of really make those ligaments stronger so that they're not susceptible to re-injury, and can also help to modulate pain too. So he'd be a good candidate for that.
Yeah, I'll tell him about it, because he was telling me the other day that it hurts him every day.
See that?
So,
yeah.
That's cool. Now I noticed you seem pretty busy here today, but one of your employees was telling me that they're not that busy today, and I was thinking to myself, geez, compared to what it was when you first opened, I think I was probably one of your first.
Yeah, it was the first year we were here. Yeah, we've built it up quite a bit, and like I said, we've gotten a buzz around the community where, you can expect one-on-one treatment where each time you come, you get manual therapy, you get a lot of attention as far as like verbal cues to make sure you're doing things properly with the right form, with the right mechanics. Us being a small family practice, it's a lot different than the Rothman physical therapy or some of the other physical therapy places you might encounter, as we have to we don't have doctors just sending patients down the hallway. We have to really market ourselves through our word of mouth referrals. That's our number one new patient acquisition sources. Patients telling their friends, telling their family, similar to how you told your son to come in here for his therapy. That's how we're getting our new business. And as we build more and as we grow, more and more people are talking about, don't go to that place. They don't pay as much attention to you. You do the same 3 things every time. Here, we're always trying to work to get people better the right way and really give them a lot of one-on-one attention.
Yeah, I noticed, one of the things that I liked was that I could come in here for the chiropractic and get the physical therapy, you know, got the neuropathy, like
and that's the beauty of it. You know, it's all covered by insurance. We participate with most major medical insurances. It doesn't require any sort of prescription or any sort of referral from a different doctor to come in and see us. And you know, you can come in, you can do physical therapy, chiropractic, acupuncture, all in one day, all in one visit, as opposed to driving around to 3 different places, paying 3 different co-payments on your insurance. You just come to one place where the doctors are actually working together, and that definitely yields better outcomes. It's more economic, and it's definitely it's a better system than what most other places would offer.
That's great. Anything you think we should add to this interview?
Well, like I said, you know, we're a small family practice. We're here to help people. We're local to the community. I'm in business with my brother, who's the doctor of chiropractic. So, you know, we really work cohesively, and we can treat people from their head to their toes, all covered by insurance. Doesn't require any sort of doctor's referral, and you can expect one-on-one attention and a treatment plan catered to what your goals are, right? So if you wanted to get back to surfing, or if your son wants to get back to wrestling, that's what we're going to cater the treatment plan towards, and that's what we pride ourselves on.
Yeah, I have, you know, my success story was I had that little tiny torn muscles in the back of my shoulders.
Yes.
And I had gotten to the point where I couldn't drive, and I drive for a living basically. And so now every time I feel that little bit coming on, I know exactly what to do to exercise to strengthen that back up.
That's what I love. Yeah, and help people, you know, maintain their levels of independence, keeping them doing the things that they enjoy in life, and that's what I pride myself on.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, it's been great. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Say bye to everybody.
Thank you. Bye.